if you have a family member who doesn't have legal status and you're watching this, make sure you tell them simple things like before that wouldn't have landed them in immigration would land you in immigration now, like driving without a license, running a stop sign. DUI is a big one. DUI is a huge one. So we had clients, multiple, that ended up at Alligator Alcatraz after being arrested for very minor things, mostly civil violations like no driver license or running a stoplight. It was literally designed as a cruel and inhumane place to punish people. Even if, hypothetically, we're talking about detaining the worst kind of people and putting them there, the place was not built to sustain anybody there. We have hurricanes in Florida. You have a place where it's constantly raining. This place is getting flooded. The other aspect of it is, as an attorney, you have a place where you cannot defend people. There's also human rights violations claims. I have had clients that tell me there's a room where they take us and punish us. The way that they talk to them, you need to just leave the country. I think it's the kind of place where you go to break somebody, right? Just get out of here. And clients want to leave. They don't want to be there anymore. They want to leave. They want to get deported. The problem is because of the lack of structure and the lack of protocol and the lack of responsibility, people that are dying to leave can't even leave. So they're working backwards. You're putting people in there because you are desperate for them to get out of the United States, while simultaneously not allowing them to do that because you put no protocol in place for them to ask for deportation, ask for voluntary departure. I think it's a combination of the amount of people that they're arresting and the lack of resources to facilitate the actual deportations. And we're just holding them in a limbo where they really just don't want to even be here at this point. We also have an issue of racism, right? So your neighbor hears you arguing, they assume it's a domestic dispute. In good faith or not, they call the police. Police have to take one of them. You end up in immigration, there's a new law that changed that says that you cannot get a bond even if there was no domestic violence charge filed or you were absolved entirely. So just, these are times to be very careful and very under the radar. Unfortunately, I wouldn't wish this situation that we're seeing with people on anybody. And I would suggest to anybody who's watching that to make sure their family members that are undocumented just stay as much as they can under the radar and try their best to just walk a straight line so that they don't find themselves in an unfortunate position in one of these places.